with all the sports action from around the UP. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Jerry Taylor. Week 6 of the high school football season was one word: awesome. Let's get straight to the action. We begin tonight in Crystal Falls, where undefeated North Dickinson battled undefeated Forest Park. The rain played a factor in this one, mainly in the ball security department. As in Forest Park, North Dickinson get fired up for this one. Yes, the rain played a factor. Why? Ball security. The Trojans fumble the snap, and Justin Clark falls on it for the Nordics. North Dickinson was in business, but not for long. Logan O'Neill would be hit by Raymond Tomasic, and the ball was loose. A couple of Nordics couldn't find it. Forest Park's Jeff Johnson does. He scoops it up, and he would run for a long time. 75 yards in all in the fumble recovery. The two-point conversion no good, but Forest Park led 6-0. But North Dickinson would respond in a hurry. On second and goal from the 8-yard line, Matt Schultz takes the carry up the middle, and he high steps his way in for the end zone for the score. Extra point good, 7-6 North Dickinson. Just as North Dickinson answered Forest Park, the Trojans had an answer for the Nordics. First and goal from the 2, Jeff Johnson sneaks it in for his second touchdown of the game. As Forest Park wins big over North Dickinson, 43-20, the Trojans are 6-0, and they are off to the postseason once again. Congrats to Forest Park. The other big game tonight was an 8-man football between number 1 Rapid River and number 2 Cedarville. The Rockets' Jake Pearson gets the Jets going down the sideline, finally wrestled down by Pat Bryle, but not until getting to the 11-yard line. Next play, more Duncan, more good blocking, more yardage, and the trip to pay dirt right here for Cedarville. And just like that, 6-0, 52 seconds in. But the Rockets quarterback had an answer. Pearson gets a solid run here for a first down, but the drive would stall. A couple series later, the Trojans have it first and goal on the 3 after the Rockets fumble. Next play, Blaze Melvin says, "Get out of my way," and gets in for 6. One of 3 for him tonight as the Trojans go up 13-0, but the Rockets are not denied as they win big tonight, 48-25. Jake Pearson had 331 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns for Rapid River. To the scoreboards, West Iron County is headed to the postseason. The Wycons are 6-0 after a 41-0 win over Calumet. Northland Pines defeats Houghton tonight, 55-16. Mitch Kumpala accounted for 3 TDs as Lakeland and Hubble wins 24-6 over Hancock. Thanks to 165 yards rushing and 2 scores from Ryan Beaupre, it was Lance 41, Ironwood 13. Back to the highlights we go. In Marquette, the Redmen needed one more win to secure a playoff berth, but they had to defeat Kingsford first. First quarter, Marquette quarterback Brett Place rolls out to his right, his eyes downfield the entire time, and he connects with his buddy Kurt Burmeister for a gain of 45 yards. 2 plays later, the Redmen go right back to the air. Place, again, rolling right, throws it deep where Shane Duquette was there for the Marquette touchdown. The extra point was good, and Marquette struck first, leading 7-0. We talk about it all the time, how important special teams are in football, and here's a prime example of that. The Redmen looking to punt the ball, but Kingsford's Tyler Roberts gets his mitts on it. Marquette would fall on it, but the Flivers had first and goal deep in Marquette territory. Marquette's defense was solid tonight, so solid that Kingsford didn't even score. As Marquette wins at 24-0, the Redmen are postseason bound. Back to the scoreboard for just a second. There's a reason why both Menominee and Ishpeming are the 2 top teams in the Big 5 poll. Both defenses pitched shutouts tonight. Both teams are also postseason bound. In Delta County, the Gladstone Braves played at home against the visitors from Sault Ste. Marie. In the second quarter, with the Blue Devils leading 14-6. And I'm waiting on the highlights to come up. It's coming. Trust me, Sault Ste. Marie and Gladstone. There it is. Just have to wait for it for just a second. Again, the Gladstone at home against the Sioux in the second quarter with the Blue Devils leading 14-6. Raynell Anderson takes the handoff up the middle, bounces his way outside, and Anderson is G-O-N-E gone. 65 yards to the house, extra point good, 21-6 Blue Devils. The Sioux's offense kept their gas on the foot in the second quarter. Justin DeIsle finds the promised land from 10 yards out. That put Sault Ste. Marie up 28-6. Gladstone would get the ball back and try to get something on the scoreboard late in the half, but Sam Pouliot's pass would be picked off by Nathan LaJoy. The Sioux's high-powered offense put up 45 tonight in their win over the Braves. In other action, Hurley wins big at Baraga 52-8. And one more score to throw in. Iron Mountain defeated Manistee by a final of 27-12. Back to the action, Nagani celebrated homecoming in a big way this evening against Norway. The Knights got the ball first. Taylor Bonetti would find Garrett Bonetti for a 10-yard pass completion, but the Norway drive would stall after that. So the Miners would get the football. Ryan Sergila would take the snap and roll to his left, and he gets off the off-balance throw. Tough to do, but he finds Tyler Jandren in the end zone, wide open for the score, 6-0 Nagani. After a long touchdown run by Tyler LaJoy, Nagani knocking on the doorstep once again as LaJoy would take the handoff in for the score, his second of the evening. No fumble on the play because he did cross the goal line, and that made it 14-0 Miners. Let's go to the second quarter. More from Nagani's offense as Ryan Sergila scores yet again, a touchdown on the QB keeper, and Nagani rolls to a 53-0 win tonight over Norway. To the scores again we go. Bark River Harris wins a wild one at Stevenson, 32-24. Munising puts up 48 points in Ontonagon to defeat the Gladiators. And after a tough loss at home last week, North Central improves to 5-1 on the year with a 28-12 victory over Newberry. Trust me on that one. We have reached halftime in this edition of the Frenzy, but we still have plenty more to get to, including one more football highlight as two teams from the Mid-Peninsula Conference battled one another in Marquette County. That's next on the Frenzy. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Gwynn was on the road tonight as the Model Towners took on the Westwood Patriots, where it was homecoming at Westwood. First quarter, the Model Towners on the move. Owen DeVoe rumbles his way up the middle, but he forgot to bring the football with him. Brandon Benda would fall on it for Westwood, but the Patriots would not score on the turnover, and there was no score after one quarter of play. There were a couple of touchdowns in quarter number 2. Here's the first as DeVoe redeems himself with a 4-yard run on 3rd and goal. That made it 6-0 win. Less than 90 seconds later, the Patriots with the ball. Derek Wing takes the direct snap, sheds not 1, not 2, but 3 tackles, and Wing would spread his wings and fly into the end zone. 58 yards in all, and congrats to Westwood head coach John Jessen on win number 1 as the Patriots would pull away for the 32-6 victory over Wynn. Back to the scoreboards after a tough start to their season, the NMU women's soccer team is undefeated in their last 3 games. They win tonight 4-1, that game at Tiffin. The Wildcats' winning ways continued on the volleyball court as NMU wins 3-1 at Wayne State. Callie Heron led the Cats with 14 kills, and despite 18 kills from Aubrey Fissick, Michigan Tech falls at Findlay 3-1 to the Oilers. In women's college tennis, Hillsdale defeated Michigan Tech 6-3. At the CompuWare Honey Baked Hockey Tournament downstate, the Marquette Electricians fell to the Lansing Capitals 4-2, and they were shut out by the Chicago Young Americans 6-0. That's going to do it for this edition of The Frenzy. Don't forget, tomorrow in college football, Northern Michigan will take on Hillsdale at 1. Michigan Tech is at Grand Valley State for a 7 o'clock kickoff from Allendale. The Lions and Packers will tangle on Sunday at Green Bay. I'll be there. Go Lions. Enjoy the weekend, everyone. Good night.